Hi, hi everyone. Hey, Arfan, and I am the host of the today's event. We have an amazing guest with us, Dr. Laura. Hi, Dr. Laura. How are
Hello,
you?
how are you? I'm fine. How are you?
I'm
Can
good.
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great.
First, we have some questions with you. We want to introduce to our audience, and we want to interview to yourself and what's about your life and some other questions. First question is that tell us a little bit about yourself and your passion.
Well, first, I had a passion that started over 30 years ago for the dramatic delivery of audiobooks on radio. When I was smaller, for example, we would wait until 7 o'clock at night, and someone would phone on the regular old-fashioned telephone, and someone would read a book to us over the phone. And the clear mental imagery that I received from the audio was so real to me, that I began to have my own imaginations, and I began to write and draw and even position myself in like fake stages and reciting all the lines that I heard from the stories. Then my mom decided to purchase an album. The album is called It's Cool in the Furnace, and it was about Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon. And I listened to it every Saturday until I memorized all the speaking lines in the narration parts. My sister was there with me, and she memorized, but I memorized like everything everybody said. And over time, the visual imagery again took root, and I just found other ways to just script my writings. I scripted my first dramatic production in May of 1990, and it was based on the themes of peer pressure, people experiencing peer pressure and trauma that's experienced during hazing events, which those are some initiation events that happen where people are being initiated into certain groups. And so I also have a passion for people who've experienced hardships in life. In 1988, for example, when I was an undergraduate student at Georgia State University, I became very acquainted with the homeless populations around the school. I watched their movements and ways they chose to survive, and that intrigued me. They're people just like me and you. And back then I knew the population would grow, but I just didn't know how to help them. So those are the things that are my passion, and hopefully that got you to get an understanding of, who I am.
Great to know about you and your activities. We want to hear about the most important topic that you have discussed in your intro, the merger of art and theater and the trauma of homelessness. Please talk about it.
Well, thanks for asking that question. The homeless are on stage every day as they're on the streets, and they're very creative. And once they have you in their audience, they are very engaging.
You doing what God put you here to do is to help.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't see what it means.
We got to try to hit both sides. Okay, keep moving. It's this one in the back. This one in the back. Here you go. Here you go. All right.
Thank you. All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yes, I'm gloved and masked up. And you know what this means? I'm doing the homeless run. Yay! We got soup today. It's noodle soup today. And we have some treats. So when I do the soup distribution, it's probably one of the easiest ones that I do now, because I use a cup of noodle soup, and that helps me just have to fill up those containers with water.
That's crazy.
The street is their backdrop, and if you are on the street or driving on the street, then you are their audience, and each person has a story. He got a knife. He know what to do with his Thing for your feet?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, ma'am.
Just-
Oh yes, ma'am. I mean, just, and you don't have like, you probably don't have sanitizer or alcohol. This is fine.
No. I don't have any stuff for the that you can wipe on your feet, like a
Okay.
like a feet
That's
wipes.
fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Which is just gonna have the stuff in it anyways. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. I'll be around.
Yes, ma'am. And I know everybody needs water, so I'll be around.
Okay.
All right.
So I noticed that many who are homeless take on the character. They take on just a different character, and it's a bit different from who they are. Maybe it's a means of protection. Maybe they want to protect themselves in some sort of way, but there are similarities between people that are traumatized and people that are homeless on the street and the characters acting on a theatrical stage.
I got sick, I'm a diabetic, so I came back. They still put me up.
Really?
Yeah, they still put me up.
Thank you. Yes, Dawn.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I have a MARTA card.
Oh, MARTA's free.
I know, but when I go through the gate, I don't have anything to put on my card. I'm a minister. And so I told them I was not going to ride the bus anymore because when I go through the gate, I can't pay to get through.
Okay, the train is not free, but the buses are free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, my sweetie pie. I have a friend that works at MARTA. I can find out from him, okay? Normally, okay?
I'm not going to be around because I'm deciding on if I'm going to leave Georgia.
Okay.
See, I'm very important to Georgia. All right, Jasper.
So what I learned over years is that a good actor is fully engaged and gives it all they got, and they hold nothing back. And the homeless person does the same. They have nothing to lose, so they express themselves without any remorse. I mentioned traumatized because something or someone triggered a trauma that keeps the perpetual cycle the homeless person lives in. And sometimes it's by choice, and consequently, great actors and actresses are engaged in some emotion, some memory or event that keeps them in the moment.
You're free to begin the conversation and drive. Can you talk and drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, well, you know what would help if I put it in drive. Who does he think he is? I mean, he's a hairdresser, not a head fixer. Psychoanalyzing me. Go back and see, how you were 20 years ago. How was he 20 years ago? How was anybody 20 years ago?
Stop. Action.
Get yours today while supplies last. Re-energize in the morning.
And cut.
I figured if art can engage people in a traumatized state, then art, like theater, dance, painting, etc., music, that same art may help people deal with and communicate about their traumas. So that is another area that it's a very important topic to me.
Awesome. Let's see the examples of your engagement.
So I've been distributing, I'm keeping a secret from you guys. I've been distributing like every day. My hair's a mess. I've been distributing almost every day from New Command Central. Some of the donations came from Rhonda.
This is a donation to the Command Central.
This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, look.
Going to make Command Central work 2020.
Thanks, Rhonda, one of our board members, and my sister Paulette, and some of the food pantries that she's connected to. So I've been distributing almost every day. This morning I started out with gallon bottles of water because I noticed that the constituents in my area, they started looking swollen feet, all that good stuff. And you can tell they were running out of water. If you're not aware, all of the pantries and other places are closed down. So this evening, again, we're doing real small distributions, just kind of streamlining it. This is one of the tents. I haven't opened it up yet, but this is a tent that I got. They're waterproof.
Yeah, they got kind of maneuver it, but yep. That's a little bit like.
Hi, I'm live in downtown Decatur, getting ready to do another homeless run. Yay! And you get to come with me. We're going to do a virtual homeless run. It'll be quick.
I've had the great fortune to publish framework for engagement in education and in mental health in trauma. There are real shocking similarities that I was graced to uncover one stone at a time. One of the main factors I discovered is as a traumatized person engages in the arts, their ability to focus and communicate about different events also increases.
Which hurdles did you personally face and how did you overcome them?
Well, it was, well, I'll tell you that I guess if there's a hurdle, it was challenging to get everybody to envision the dream that I had in arts in this direction. So that was the big hurdle.
The only thing I'm worried about is, so I hear some parts of the track where the one might come like right before the other. So
yeah,
it doesn't seem purposeful. It seems like
it's intentional. I wrote it that way.
To where like
yes.
You know?
Okay, go ahead.
Normal. Yeah.
Nothing is normal.
Not normal, yeah.
No, I think it's brilliant.
Let me know. I don't want to be too busy.
No. Let me tell you, if you're not busy, then other parts coming in could be too busy. So I don't.
Was it obvious or did you stumble upon the answer?
No, it wasn't obvious to me, but after I was asked the same question over and over, I figured something wasn't clicking or sticking. So, and I figured I didn't engage the way that I wanted to. So I had to make some changes.
Just pasted the same. I pasted the same 4 measures. I just pasted it there, but it seems like it stops somewhere around in there.
Okay. All right. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to capture you sitting down for a moment.
Oh.
You can move a little closer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. I was like that sound. It's like.
Yeah, that goes killer. He's a killer.
Yep. This is Corey. What was the inspiration? What was the inspiration for this thing?
For this this song, this music? Communicate something that was light, positive, joyful, and easy, just like, you know, something you could move to, something you could dance to, you know, not necessarily having to, you know, hurt yourself dancing.
How did you get started? Talk me through it.
Well, I got a team of people, including a life coach and a counselor, to hold me responsible and accountable and to help me change my perspective. Then I learned about being assertive by reading a few books. All of this together helped me bring my ideas to the foreground faster than ever.
What compelled you to become a screenwriter?
I can visualize the scene as people talk about their stories. I have a vivid imagination that is real to me.
What's your favorite word?
My favorite word is action. It's funny, I laugh because as a kid, I thought action, I thought when the camera person said 1, 2, 3, cheese, I thought cheese meant action for some reason. So I thought the camera was designed for action, so I couldn't remain still in the presence of a camera.
What turns you on?
I love creating and editing pictures, creating and editing music, and just creating that interpretation of what it is people see and hear.
What sound or noise do you love?
Well, I really aspire to be by the ocean, so I love hearing the sound of waves, and I love hearing the waves hit on the seashore. Again, I can visualize, you know, waves hitting on rocks, and what that sound looks like. And then fire crackling on open flame, just crackling either from a fireplace or maybe from a big pit. I mean, to me, the sound and the audio of that can have a different depth from, you know, being in an enclosed environment versus something that is much bigger. So yeah, I love hearing those sounds. They're peaceful.
I would like to say thank you for giving us time with us. Thank you very much.